Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be comparing NYX versus Fenty. And I actually got this idea from one of you guys. You recommended me this idea in my recent video where I did a review on the new Fenty NYX concealer and the powder. So I'm gonna try to find that comment because I forgot what it said exactly, but I love the idea. And you guys know I did a review already on the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, as well as the Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. So all of the face products that I'm sharing in today's video, I've already done a review on, and I will have those videos down below in the description. So this video won't be a full wear test since I've already done a full wear test on the NYX products as well as the Fenty products. But this is pretty much just to show you guys a comparison between the two. So that way you guys can kind of see a difference if there is a difference, and also hear my thoughts on the products compared to each other. So we're just going to be focusing on the concealer, the powder, as well as the foundation. But yes, I'm super excited about this video. You guys already know I love to compare products on my channel, both high-end and drugstore. So if you guys know of any other like affordable products that you want me to compare to the new Fenty products, let me know. So what affordable concealer you want me to compare it to, what affordable powder you want me to compare it to. I thought this was a really great idea because NYX has all three, and of course Fenty has all three. So super excited for today's video. So if you guys are interested in seeing my comparison as well as my thoughts on the Fenty versus NYX, then let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so I went ahead and washed my face before I started filming. There's nothing on the face. I went ahead and applied a little balm on my lips because they are dry, but I was actually gonna do one side Fenty primer and then the other side the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop primer, but then I realized the NYX primer I did not like. I did not like how it was on my skin. I didn't like how tight it felt, and it also made my eyes water. I don't know if you guys have seen that video where I did a review on the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation and also the primer, but you guys will see what I'm talking about in that video. But I got rid of that primer. I ended up taking it back to Ulta. So I'm actually just gonna use a primer, just one primer all over the face, and that is this one by Ulta. This is the Ulta Beauty Hydration Face Primer, which I've been using this one all month long. This one was actually in my everyday makeup stash for this month. Very hydrating. I don't even need to use like a moisturizer with this because it's just that hydrating. So we're just gonna put this all over the face. Since both of these foundations are a little on the matte side, so I want to make sure that my face is nice and hydrated. All right, so now that the face is moisturized and primed, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows really quick off camera. I really wish Fenty would come out with brow products. That would be like the icing on the cake if they did that. But let me go ahead and do my brows really quick. I'm gonna take my LA Girl Shady Slim brow pencil. This one is in the shade Espresso, I believe. Yeah, Espresso. I'll do this really quick and I'll be right back. All right guys, so the brows are somewhat done. We're gonna go ahead and blend everything out with the foundation. So I believe I'm gonna put NYX on this side of the face and Fenty on this side. So let's go ahead and apply the foundation. I'm in the shade Warm Mahogany in the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. And just to let you guys know, these shades might be a little off. So especially the concealer, the shade is gonna be a little off because both of the concealers are like two totally different shades. I did order the NYX concealer online. I wasn't sure what shade to get, but it did work for me. So you guys will see that the shades are gonna be off. So they're not gonna look identical, but you guys will see. I'm gonna put one more layer on. Now let's go to Fenty, and I'm in the shade 420 in Fenty. And just to compare Fenty and NYX, the foundations, just to compare the two, I feel like NYX is a little bit more matte and a little bit more drying on me than Fenty. But that's just, you know, like I said, on me. It may be different with other people. I just feel like NYX is more, I guess, matte than Fenty. Oh, and I am using two different sponges for each side, just so you guys can, just so y'all know. And just like I did on the NYX side, I'm gonna put one more layer of foundation. All right, so this is what everything looks like once it's all blended out. I feel like I can't really tell a difference of which side is which because the shades pretty much match. But on the NYX side, I feel like it's a little bit more matte than Fenty. And like I said earlier, I didn't like the NYX foundation because it was a little too drying or a little too matte for my liking. But just to compare the two, I feel like NYX is more matte than Fenty. Even though they both are kind of like a matte foundation, it's just that Fenty isn't as matte as the NYX foundation. But anyway, let's go ahead and play with the concealer. So I have the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer in the shade Warm Honey. And then I have the one by Fenty in the shade 390. But let's go ahead and apply this. So this side is NYX. I'm gonna just put a little bit of this. Just put a little bit of this under the eyes. Now taking Fenty, we're gonna add it on this side so y'all can see the difference. This one is a little more warm, a little more golden. Now that I'm actually applying these at the same time, like side by side, they actually go on like they're that same creaminess. Like they feel the same like when I apply it on the skin. Now I already know how the coverage is on both of the concealers because I've already done a review on both of them, but I don't know how it's gonna look side by side. So let me go ahead and blend both of these out. I'm gonna use this sponge for Fenty and then this one for NYX. So let's blend NYX out first. All right, so this is what NYX is looking like. Very like smooth looking, definitely has that full coverage. And yeah, so this is what NYX looks like. Now let's go ahead and blend out Fenty. All right, so this is what it looks like after I blended out both of the concealers. And just by looking at these side by side on the face, like right here in front of my mirror, I can see that NYX has more coverage. Even though the shade was a little bit lighter than Fenty, I just feel like this one is giving me more coverage than Fenty. And also the one by NYX is a little bit more matte than Fenty. So Fenty is giving me more hydration than NYX. But I mean, they both look really, really good. It's just that NYX, I see that it's actually giving me more of a coverage and it's more matte than Fenty. I don't know if you can see this, but I see more creasing on the Fenty side than I do NYX. Now that's not to say that there's no creasing under the side where NYX is, because I mean, I haven't even set my face yet, so it is starting to crease up a little bit. But you can definitely see more creases on this side than you can on the NYX side. All right, now for the powder, I'm gonna use the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop powder in the shade Banana. And I'm also gonna use the shade Banana in the new Fenty powder. So let's go ahead and apply NYX first. And I'm gonna go over NYX really quick under the eyes, even though I feel like I don't need to, just to kind of tap it just a little bit before we set that concealer. So taking a little bit of the Banana powder, tapping it on the back of my hand, and then lightly tapping it to set everything. Now going on this side, I'm gonna take that sponge that I used to blend out my concealer and just kind of tap it in just a little bit because it is creasing a lot before we set it. And then I'm gonna take Fenty in the shade Banana and just lightly place this on the side where we have Fenty. All right, you guys, so this is what it all looks like after everything is set with the powders. I forgot to show you guys side by side of the NYX and the Fenty. So NYX is obviously way more yellow than the one by Fenty, even though they're both banana powders. I feel like the banana powder by Fenty is more of a like a beige looking. It's not your typical banana shade, which is what I like. I really like a setting powder that's not too yellow, and this one is really, really yellow. But once you apply it on the face, you can't really see a difference. I feel like they both look the same as far as the color. On the Fenty side, the creases are more visible, even though I did make sure to blend it out before I applied that powder right away. And also on the, the NYX side, the creases are not as visible. And it still looks like I have more of a coverage on the NYX side than I do Fenty. But I mean, they both still look really nice. It's just that if you just see them side by side, you can definitely see, well, I can definitely see a difference. But let me know if you guys can see a difference. Let's go ahead and leave the comments down below. But right now, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face really quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so this is what the face is looking like after I completed everything. And remember, I will have all of my makeup deets down below in the description. So right here, we have NYX, and I'm doing a close-up so you guys can see it better. But we have NYX on this side, both the concealer, powder, and foundation. And then on this side, we have Fenty. So we have the concealer, the foundation, and the powder on this side. But yeah, let's go ahead and do a quick rundown of those 3 products that we use on both sides of the face. So if I had to choose the foundation, which one I like the best, I would definitely choose Fenty, because Fenty is not as drying and is not as matte as the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I just feel like this is too matte for my liking. I mean, there may be some of you who think differently, but it's just that I feel like on my skin, the NYX is too drying for my liking. So I would definitely choose Fenty over NYX. And as far as the concealer, now, this is really hard to choose because both of these are really good concealers. They wore really nicely all day long, which again, like I said, I will have the wear test videos down below in my description. But if I really had to choose one over the other, I think I would choose NYX. And the reason why I say that is because this one gives me more coverage than Fenty, and it also doesn't crease as fast as Fenty. And it also wears on the skin all day long really nicely, just like Fenty does. It's just that this one I feel like doesn't crease as much as Fenty, and it also gives me more of a coverage. And they both look really good under the eyes. You guys saw that, and you guys will see that in my review videos if you've already watched them. But if I really had to choose one over the other, I would say NYX. I mean, it's giving me that coverage. It's not creasing as fast as Fenty, and it's lightweight just like Fenty. And I believe if I got another shade in NYX, like a more golden shade, I would like it even more. This one I feel like is a little light, but once I blend it out and then put my powder on, you really can't tell a difference. All right, so as far as the powders, this one is definitely a no-brainer. I would definitely choose Fenty over NYX because, for one, this one, I don't know if you guys have already seen my review on this, but I did not like how patchy it was under my eyes. Now, I do know I use a lot of powder in that video, and now I'm starting to just put it on my hand before I apply it under my eyes. But I love how the Fenty powder looks on the skin. I love how it wears all day long on the skin. The one by NYX, I have worn this to work. I don't think I did a full wear did I do a full wear test on the powder? I don't think I did a wear test on the powder, but I have worn this a few times to work, and I can honestly say the one by Fenty is gonna keep me matte longer than the one by NYX. And when I say matte, I don't mean like matte all over my face, because I don't apply these powders all over the face. I just apply it where I apply concealer. But I like to have a powder that's gonna keep me matte under my eyes, on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, as well as my forehead, but not to the point where it feels drying. So that is what you get with the Fenty powder. Is it's a matte powder, but it doesn't feel drying on the skin. And then the one by NYX, I like how it wears. I like how it looks very soft and airbrush, and it just sets my concealer perfectly. I just don't like how it doesn't stay matte. Like, it doesn't stay as matte as the one by Fenty all day long. So yeah, definitely choose Fenty over NYX. Also, I don't like how yellow the one by NYX is, even though you really can't see it once you apply it on the skin. It's just that, I don't know, just by looking at them, I would definitely choose the one by Fenty over the one by NYX, because this one looks so freaking yellow. It's just, it's really yellow. But I mean, when you apply it on the face, you can't really tell it, but you know. So yeah, now you guys can see why I said it was kind of hard for me to choose which side I like over the other, because I can't really just sit here and say, oh, I like the NYX side better than the Fenty side, when I don't like the NYX foundation as much as I like the Fenty foundation. So, I mean, both sides look really nice. It's just that some of the products I like over the other. But yeah, I think that is all that I have for today. I had a lot of fun doing this video, you guys. So let me know if you want me to compare any other products to the Fenty concealer and powder, as well as the foundation. Let me know. So if there's anything else out there that is drugstore or affordable that you want me to compare to the Fenty products, let me know. below, because you guys know I would love to do that since I love to compare products. Also, if you guys have already gotten your hands on the Fenty concealer as well as the powder, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what shades you got. Let me know if you like them. Let me know if you don't like them. And also with the NYX products too. So if you guys have already gotten your hands on the NYX concealer, the powder, even the foundation, let me know your thoughts on those as well. So yeah, I think that is all I have for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.